Well, what do you think? Is it still shiny this morning? Looks pretty dang good to me. Oh yeah. Morning. Our ceramic coating looks pretty darn good. I'm happy with that. Plan for today is to put all those pieces that are now dry back on the tractor and clean out the cab, grease the ILS, the 3-point hitch, and then we'll be done with it. So Dad and I do have that meeting, and we actually have to leave here in about an hour or so, so I'm probably not going to get a whole lot done here this morning. So most of this will be this afternoon, which is fine. It won't take me that long to do it. So yeah, get started. This shield goes on that fan drive that we greased yesterday, kind of covers that up, so I'll start there. Okay, that one's in. Now we can put this green one with the screen on it that goes kind of outside of that one. Again, covers up the fan. Just like that, a couple of bolts. I know this shield kind of looks like it's in rough shape up here, but that's where the hood sort of slides on the inside, and it goes, yeah. The hood slides against that, and it scuffs it up, so not much you can do about it. All right, this little black one goes around the exhaust. We'll put that one on, and then this little green one covers up the accessory belt on the back side of the engine, so we'll do those two. Done and done. Okay, what's next? I'll do this green one here that goes on the other side of the fan, and then that black one kind of goes on the back of the engine. Okay, those two are on. Next one is that big green one, clearly with the SMV sign on there. That one goes on the back. It goes over those computer boxes and wire harnesses there. This is the hardest one to get in there because it kind of has to slide in, and then there's some bolts behind the tire in there that you got to tighten up. So we'll see if we can get that one in place. Okay, I got that cover on. Dad went and picked up an I-beam this morning. This is part of his house remodeling project. I take it he's going to put it in the shop here, so I'll get out of the way for a little bit, I guess. Well, that looks like it's going to be work for me to get it into Dad's house. But anyway, we are off to our meeting to go learn about biologicals, something. I don't know, we'll see. It should be interesting. So we'll be back this afternoon. All right, I am back from our meeting. I now know all there is to know about micronutrients and soil fertility and all that, right? Yeah, probably not, but it was a pretty good meeting. We learned a little bit, a few ideas and things we might try. I don't know, we'll see. We got to go over the cost of what they're trying to sell us before we decide all of that. So I'm going to work on getting this cab cleaned out here, and let's get this tractor finished up. There's a lot of stuff in this tractor. Okay, I got that pile of stuff taken out of here. I'm also going to take this monitor out because this is not the monitor we'll use in the spring. This monitor is for our drills, which we won't use again until fall, so I'm going to take that out. These are to control the rates on the drills, so those can come out. This box here, however, is for the bean planter, 1790, and we will use that this spring, so that one's just going to stay there. Okay, before I go any farther cleaning in here, remember the other day when I told you that this display had given us some troubles here this past year, but one of the gauge is not coming up on it. I'm going to take the screw out and see if I can't pop that whole thing out of there and check the light bulbs behind it, just to make sure there's not a loose connection or something in there somewhere. Okay, well, I got it out. This thing looks like something they don't really want you into. Well, there's 4 screws there. Let's go take them out, see what we can find. Moment of truth. Looks like a circuit board. Question is there some lights underneath there that I can get to? Boy, now we're getting into it. I don't know how far I want to go here. Okay, a little further investigating, and you can see the light bulbs are actually stuck to this display. And that's what these are. So they actually twist out. Not easily, but they do. This one did. And you can check them. So I'm going to pull those out, and they just kind of, they've got these Sorry, I'm trying to point with the hold camera with the hand I'm holding the camera up with. But they've got them two little contact points. Come on. And those just make contact with the board here. And so I'm going to take them out and clean them up and put it back together. And we'll go put it back together and plug it in and see what happens. But there's a ribbon cable on the side here. There's one over here. And there's one up here that I can't really get those apart very easily. And I don't want to destroy this because I looked up this part number. It's $1,300. So, yeah. We'll do a little bit with the light bulbs if we can. And then we'll put it back together and call it good. Okay, well, here's what I've figured out. These 4 light bulbs are good. These 4 light bulbs are all burnt out. So, that's a pretty good guess that that's why we were having some issues with it. I'm not 100% convinced that's the problem, but we're going to start there. I looked online. I can buy those light bulbs, box of 10 of them, for about $8 delivered tomorrow. So I went ahead and did that. So we're going to leave this apart for now and come back tomorrow when we get them and put it back together. In the meantime, time to vacuum. Just to make sure I've got a good before picture. And now an after. Looks pretty good. I got the inside of the windows washed. I gotta do the outsides yet. But inside of the cab, I think, pretty well done. Well, I got the outside windows washed. However, on this back one, guess what I found? Can you see it right kind of there? More tar. And after yesterday's video posted this morning, I've been getting all kinds of suggestions on how to get tar off tractors. So we're going to try some of your suggestions here. First up, good old WD-40. I've heard this a couple of times. Let's see. Spray it on. Don't let it drip off. I don't know, guys. It is coming. Now I've got a film of WD-40 on my window I got to get off, but we were going to have to wash it again anyway, right? Well, it's definitely gotten some of it, but there is still some on there. We'll spray it again. I think the brake clean was a little bit easier, but that did work. Another suggestion I got was diesel fuel, which I just so happen to have a little bit sitting in this pail. So we'll try that. The rest of the spots that I have are not as bad as that one over there, but can you guys see that one? Let's try that. Yeah, it's coming. Well, that wasn't too bad. I don't know if it worked any better than the WD-40 or if it just was a smaller spot, but it was quicker. Okay, well, I was pretty well able to clean it up with those two things, so I'm going to call that good enough. A couple of the other suggestions I had were heat, which I'm sure would help soften stuff up. That would be good. Somebody did say brake clean was a good thing to use, which is what I used yesterday. Another one was this F11 top coat, which is kind of a ceramic coating like what I used, just a different company or a different formula, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how well that would work, but I don't have any to try it, so we're gonna go with what I got, and I guess we're good for now. I'm sure there's more tar on other tractors. We'll try some more stuff then. Next thing I want to do is grease the front end here, the ILS suspension. Basically, they call this a independent link suspension. Instead of having a straight front axle, it's separate on each side to give it a little bit of better ride. But there are a ton of grease zerks on there. They're a lot easier to get to when you turn the wheels all the way one way and then turn them the other way to do the other side. So we'll start there. Okay, we've got grease zerks here, down there, one up here, one right there, one right there. I think that's it on the front side, but there are more on the back that we'll have to get to. Found another one. Now we'll walk around and do the back of the other side while I can get to it before we turn the tires back in the opposite direction. And there's not as many on the back side, but there's one up here, and there's one down here, there's one on the end of this U-joint, and then on this one here. So let's get them. Of course I'm out of grease. Did you catch that? I have no idea. I was holding it with my chin. Good to go. All right, now I got those done, and I need to turn the tires in the opposite direction. Okay, I got the ILS all greased up the front end there. There is also a grease zerk underneath the tractor. I shouldn't take you guys down here, it's gonna be dirty. Back here by the 3-point, right there. See it? Yeah, gotta get that one. Okay, now we also have to grease the 3-point hitch. There's grease zerks on the top and bottom of those cylinders, and then a couple on the rock shaft up on top in there. All right, greasing is done. Put the grease gun away. And let's see, what else? Finish shining, I guess. I think we're about done, guys. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do. See all these black plastic pieces? Fenders, fuel tank covers, that kind of stuff. I have a secret weapon to make them really shine and look nice. Tire foam. I've tried a couple different brands. I'm trying this one. It's the first time. This is the first one I've done that doesn't actually foam. I don't know if I like that or not, but spray this stuff on here. It cleans it off and it makes it really shiny. Looks nice. The downfall of it is that it does attract dirt. It's sticky. So when we get these out and take them to the field the first day in the spring, all these pieces will become coated in dust. But my experience has been a little shot with a hose or a rain shower will wash that off, and then it doesn't stick anymore and they still look good. So I don't worry about it too much. So I'm gonna coat some of this stuff And we'll see what it looks like here. Okay, well, for a tractor, 10-year-old tractor at that, it looks pretty good. I guess I'm done with everything that I need to do here, with the exception of those light bulbs that they say are coming tomorrow. We'll see, but we'll put that back together when we get them. And I need to write down in the book what all we did to it. And then we'll be ready to get it out of here, maybe tomorrow. One more thing I forgot. I want to put some air in that one dual that's flat and spray it with some soapy water, see if I can figure out where that leak is. Okay, that'll take a minute to fill up because it's a big tire. For those of you that don't know, generally the bigger the tire, the lower the air pressure that you run in it. And especially for stuff that we're doing out in the field, we want to run the lowest air pressure possible to reduce compaction, to spread that tire footprint out. So the lower the air pressure, the more the tire squats. And you can kind of see it on this side, where that sidewall is bulged out on the bottoms there. And that's intentional because we want that tire to squat down and spread out the weight. So on this tractor, with the weight package that we have, we run about 18 pounds of air PSI in the tires. On our big tractor that's got much bigger tires, and it does way more, but not that much more, we run those tire PSIs all the way down to 10 pounds. So for reference, your car probably runs somewhere around 35 or 40 pounds. Most pickup trucks, 60 to 75 pounds of air pressure in them. So for ag equipment tractor tires, we run them very low pressures, but with good reason. Okay, so I got this tire up to 18 pounds, and I grabbed my handy dandy soap water bottle, and I started spraying it around the bead. And that's bubbles. And that sort of looks like bubbles, but over here, well, there was bubbles. Yeah, right there. That's not what we want to see. So this tire is leaking around the bead. Yeah, like I said yesterday, we'll probably just have our tire guy come and look at this when he comes and puts new tires on our other tractor that needs them. So at least I know now. Okay guys, that's going to be all for today, I guess. It's about 4:30, so I'm going to go work on the computer for a little bit. But tomorrow's plan is still up in the air. I honestly don't know what's going on tomorrow. I may go out and do some seed business stuff because I haven't for a while and I kind of need to do some stuff, check in with some customers on some stuff. So I don't know, I may not film a video tomorrow, but if I don't, I can promise you that I will finish my decade video, and that one will come out tomorrow. So that'd be Saturday for you guys, it'd be Friday for me. And then next week we've got a few different things going on, but we're gonna get another tractor in here and basically do this all over again. So I apologize if this content is boring. It doesn't seem super exciting to me, but you guys are still watching it, so I'm gonna keep putting it out there. You know, it's a lot of repetitive things over and over and just a little bit different on different tractors. We'll see if I got to change hydraulic oil or something else on the 8R. That'll be a little bit different, but I don't really know yet until we get it in here. So that's what I do in the winter. I change oil in tractors, do maintenance. So yeah, as long as you guys keep watching it and keep liking it, I'll keep putting the videos out and you can follow along with me. So have a good night, guys. Hit the like, subscribe buttons, and we will talk to you sometime. Maybe Monday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know.